Hello you here is our maths lesson for Friday. So we're going to continue adding numbers by counting on. So we know an easier way to do this is by taking the larger number and then adding on the smaller number. We're going to use the diagram and counters to tell us our own number story for these calculations. So let's start with the top one. 0 plus 12 equals Now let's think about this. 0 plus 12. What's the larger number? 12. So we put 12 in our head. And then we're adding 0. Now, we know when we add 0, we're not adding anything. So our answer would be 12. But now we need to make a number story for it. So first, there was 12 balloons. And then 0 balloons came along. So we ended up with 12 balloons still. Now let's do the second line. Our second line is 7 plus 0 equals Well, 7 plus 0. 7 in our head, we're adding 0. What do we get? That's correct, we still get 7. Can you think of a number story for 7 plus 0? Give it a go. Great effort. Now, let's see if we can come up with one together. There were 7 monkeys on the field. Then 0 monkeys came along. So we still had 7 monkeys. Let's try the last diagram. So we have 14 plus equals 17. So we need to find out what the other part is. To do that, let's look. Our first part is 14 and our sum is 17. What do we add to 14 to make 17? Can you work it out? Pause the video if you need to. Well done for having a try. Let's work it out together. Put 14 in our head and let's add till we get 17. 14 in our head, 15, 16, 17. Oh, 3. So I know 14 plus 3 equals 17. What could your number story be? Pause the video and give it a try. Good try. Let's have one together. 14 monkeys were swinging on a tree. Then 3 monkeys swung from the other tree to join them. We now have 17 monkeys. Let's read this and see what we think. Mo and Jack are working out 11 plus 7. Mo says 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Jack says 12 in my head, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Use a number line to show who is correct. Now what I want you to do is pause the video and use the number line on the screen to help tell me if Mo is correct or if Jack is correct. Good try for trying to work it out. Let's look at it together. So they're both counting on from 11, but one of them has started at 11 and one of them has started at 12. Well, we put 11 in our head, so 11 screws in our head, and then we carry on counting on. So because we've already got 11 in our head, we don't need to count 11. So Mo didn't need to count 11. Jack is correct because he's already put 11 in his head and then he's added 7. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If you use the number line, let's find our 11. Let's add 7, so 7 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We added on 18. Well done for giving it a try. Now I have some questions for you. Let's look at number 1A. Max has 3 cards. He has an 8, a 6 and a 7. He chooses 2 of the cards and adds the numbers by counting on. What could his score be? Can you find all the possible answers? So this is your chance to give it a go. Pause the video once we've finished explaining. You've got 3 cards here. I want you to pick 2 of them and add by counting on. Remember, we put the larger number in our head and then we count on the smaller number. Let's have a go together one first. I'm going to pick 8 and 7. 8 goes in my head, and now I need to count on 7. So 8 in my head, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, I know one of the possible answers could be 15. Why don't you add two different numbers? You could add 8 and 6. You could add 6 and 7. Pause the video and give it a go. Well done for giving it a go. Let's see what two other answers you could have got. If we'd added 8 and 6, we would have put 8 in our head and counted on 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We could have got 14. If we added 6 and 7, we would have put 7 in our head and added on 6. So 7 in our head, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well done if you got the same answers. If you didn't, that's okay. We just need to practice our counting on. Now, it says count on to find the odd one out. So we've got three different sums. We have got 9 plus 6 counters, 7 plus 7 counters, and 11 plus 4 counters. We need to count on and work out each one and find out which one is the odd one out. Let's do it together. 9 plus 6. 9 in my head, and let's add 6. 9 in my head, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7 plus 7. Well, 7 we know is the largest number. 7 in our head, let's add 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 11 plus 4. 11 in my head, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which one is the odd one out? I know that B is the odd one out because it's got a smaller sum. Now, on the other side, we have the same kind of questions, but they're just different numbers. So the first one, Eva has 3 cards. She chooses 2 of the cards and adds the numbers by counting on. What could her score be? And then we have count on to find the odd one out. Give it a go for me. Pause the video and have a go. Well done, you tried really hard. Well done for finding all the different answers you could be. Let's quickly try and find out which one was the odd one out. We had 12 plus 4, which was 16, 11 plus 5, which was 16, and 8 plus 7, which was 15. So C was our odd one out. We now have adding using tens frames. Now, first one, what I'd like you to do is pause the video and try and write an answer for each box. Well done. Let's see what answers we got. If we've got 25 plus 10, we're only changing the tens column, so we would have got 35. 47 plus 10, we're changing the tens column, we're adding one more tens, which makes 57. 54 plus 1, we know we're only changing the ones column, we're doing 4 plus 1, 55. 69 plus 10, we're adding to the tens column, 79. 22 plus 1, we're adding to the ones column. 2 plus 1 is 3, so we have 23. 33 plus 10, we're adding to the tens column. We have 43. 17 plus 1, we're adding to the ones column. 18. 76 plus 1 makes 77. Well done if you got those correct. If you didn't, that's okay, because these can be very tricky, and we haven't really learnt them in school very much. So what I'd like you to do is maybe practice them again and see if you get the right answers. Here is some for you to do by yourself. If it's easier, you can count each square. You know that one bar makes 10 and the singles make ones. Pause the video and try and do this by yourself. Good luck!